Some of you are stuck at the same level over and over and over and over again in the gym. You want to get into higher gear, but somehow you don't know how to do it. So guess what? Here's how to do it. Here's how you can break through weightlifting plateaus. But be wary, the information that I'm gonna present you in some seconds is not a quick fix. It's likely brutal and not the advice that you truly want to hear. But it's the advice that you need to hear from your Uncle QG. I've been training for 7 years so far and I've hit my fair share of plateaus. This is one of my recent shape as a lifetime natural, as a coach and as a 5-year vegan. Are you ready? Let's hit it. This is how your weightlifting success looks like in general. You will always hit plateaus on your way and sometimes you feel like giving up. That's normal and that's absolutely okay. Human beings work in a way that we tend to act only when we absolutely need to. For example, when a child is trapped under a car, there have been multiple cases where a mother was able to lift up their car. When a person is losing their job, they're likely to start a business because they're urged to act. This means that meeting plateaus along our journey is actually a good thing because it urges us to act. Remember that what brought you to this level right now will not bring you to the next level. So one of the acts that plateaus make us do is number 1, sacrifice. Sacrifice is an integral part of any success story, and this is usually what people do not want to hear. People like you and me, we want to have everything. Yet I think growing up, being an adult, is realizing that you can't have everything. You need to choose your battles and you need to choose your things that you truly want to achieve in your life. And you need to sacrifice everything else. That's, by the way, why supplements are so popular. People are looking for a quick fix that doesn't involve a lifestyle change. People are looking for a quick fix that doesn't involve sacrifice. In the beginning, it's possible to make gains in the gym without any sacrifice. But once you progress along your journey, you need to sacrifice more and more and more. Athletes, for example, sacrifice everything. The only thing that they care about is winning. Which means for you, if you want to progress to that next level, it's very likely that you need to sacrifice something in your life. And the hard thing about sacrifice is that it's only a sacrifice if you truly want to do it. For example, if you don't like going out and you sacrifice going out, then this is not a sacrifice. But if you really love going out and you don't go out partying for your results in the gym, then this is a real sacrifice. Which means for you, you might need to stop drinking. You might need to reduce your time going out and focus on your sleep quality. You might need to invest a little bit more time in the gym. You might even need to invest in a coach. This doesn't have to be me, but could be me. Link in description. There's a saying in martial arts that the person that is willing to die in the ring is the person that is likely gonna win the match. Why? Because the person that is willing to die in the ring is willing to sacrifice everything. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 is structure. Same as sacrifice, structure is usually not that necessary when you're a beginner. As a beginner, you can follow a random training schedule and likely make some sort of gains. The more you progress though, and the bigger the plateaus that you hit, the more you have to look into a very structured training. Yes, you need to write down your weights, your reps, and you even might time your rest periods. I just recently started timing my rest periods to exactly 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and it made a huge freaking difference. So if you're encountering a plateau, look into getting a little bit more structure into your training. The more experienced you become, the more anal you need to be about everything. What also helps, and what I do with my mentoring clients, is that you need to remind yourself of your goal and of your why on a daily freaking basis. Number 3, and this is probably a simpler reason why you can't break through weightlifting plateaus, is permacut. See, you try to get into a six-pack 11 months a year, and you're afraid of gaining any type of fat. You need to realize that when your goal is progress in the gym, you need to increase your freaking calories. You need to eat more than you freaking burn. This is the absolute fundament of every type of muscle growth. If you're constantly worried about every single gram of fat that you put on, you will constantly be at the same freaking level. And this ties back to sacrifice. I mean, if you can't sacrifice your 6-pack or an 8-pack for at least 3 months, then you're not capable of going to that next level. But this doesn't mean that you need to get fat. You don't need to overdo it, but you will likely gain 2 to 4 pounds of fat. That's completely okay, man. No one will care about the 2 to 4 pounds of extra fat that you put on, unless some weird YouTube haters that have no freaking hobbies. Which means start with a caloric surplus of about 300 calories and then adjust it based on your body measurements. Yes, track your food intake for a couple of days, and this ties back into adding a little bit more structure in your life. Conclusion: how to break through weightlifting plateaus. These are the 3 things that will help you break through weightlifting plateaus. You need to understand that an integral part of any success is sacrifice. You need to add a little bit more structure into your life. And number 3, you need to make sure that you eat the right amount of freaking calories. The longer you train, the more important recovery and sleep becomes, and the more you need to sacrifice. The more you train, the more anal you need to be about every single thing. This is not something that you likely wanted to hear. You probably want to have like this secret training method, but this is something, guys, that you need to hear. You're freaking awesome. Until next time. The mission of this YouTube channel is to put veganism across the goal line. If you want to help us achieve that, like and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Let's make food production great again.